Sent me this video clip of Michael Eric Dyson. This is from joy105.com. I want to make it clear that please don't spam me for this. I'll give y'all credit. Because at first I'm thinking, well, I already kind of hinted at Michael Eric Dyson. I know he was simping as usual on CNN, the Crying Negro Network, about a week ago, making a big fuss because this white lady said Kamala, right? Not Kamala like Kamala the wrestler. She called her Kamala. And I'm like, well, half of America calls her Kamala. I mean, how many people's grandmothers is out here calling her Kamala? A lot of people do. But he took it and made it a racial thing. So when someone sent me this video, I'm thinking, well, this is just some of that. He had a speech, a sermon, if you want to say, at this local black church. And in this sermon, he's trying to get black people emotionally riled up and to get them in support of the movement, you know what I mean? And here's some of his message right here.
I don't care what group you're in. You better support one AKA. That's all I'm saying. She ain't in our group. She doing miracles. Why you trying to stop them? Jesus wants to say, if they doing miracles, they already know me. If they're doing miracles, they're already attached to me. They just ain't attached to you. Thank God. Because if some Negroes had determination over who got blessed, some of us would never be blessed. You know how petty we can be.
Now, hold up. Now, he says she's doing miracles. Now, what miracles has she pulled off? How about that border crisis we got going on that y'all claim she got nothing to do with? What miracles? What, is there a miracle on 34th Street somewhere I don't know about? And then this whole look. I know people who pledge. I know Black Greek fraternity members and all of that. You know, the whole Divine Nine, they're supposed to be backing this campaign, and all due respect to that. But you know how many uneducated black people who've never been to college could give a damn about what fraternity somebody was a part of? That is not enough juice if y'all think that is going to help to get extra votes. I don't care, respectfully. I know Deltas, I know Qs, you know, all of that don't, what that mean? That don't mean nothing. You better support her. You see him, his head bobbing and moving. He is really talking crazy right now.
Then you where you at? I can afford to go on TV and talk to a white congresswoman. Y'all saw that. And I tried to be nice to the woman. Dadgummit. Then I had to say, but what you doing? I said, you a wonderful person, but what you doing is reproducing the pathology of white supremacy and the disregard for black.
Now here he goes. He's trying to pour in the emotions. Really, if you see half of the people, the black people in attendance, is mainly older black folks. A couple of them got their grandkids to come, and they kind of like, but he's trying to pour those emotions out. Now, like I say, half of people out here, black included, I know plenty of black women in the South, Kamala, a lot of people pronounce her name Kamala. We're going to take that and run with it and make it a racial theory and play victim. I mean, this whole playing victim shit has gotten beyond old. But yeah, Michael Eric Dyson continues to harp on. And this guy is just, I don't know, man. He used to impress me when I was younger because I thought, okay, this guy's he went to Georgetown. The kid in me was like, okay, Allen Iverson went to Georgetown. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, oh, this guy's smart. He uses a bunch of big words, and it's a bunch of word salad, man. He is a simp to the core. And ladies, a lot of time, the guys who be simping and pandering to y'all the most are usually some of the most craziest womanizers behind closed doors. I mean, there's been several women when he was at Georgetown that said he was all, sexually harassing them and all kind of stuff, and all of this guy does is pander to black females. He's not even married to one. His wife's name is like Marcia or something like that. Like, come on.
So you calling her Kamala. And when we correct you, you keep calling her Kamala. Now, I could have got low with it. I could have said, you insouciant, insipid, vapid, vexing, vexatious, horrible human being. I could have said, are you a tempestuous succubus? A lugubrious leech? Magnificent.
See, here we go with the big words. Like, come on, magnificent. Like, he had them on the road. This is what they want to see. I mean, I don't think this went across well to everybody, but like I say, there's a huge disparity that I see between, like I say, the older Gen Xers and Boomers. Those are the black folks that seem to be okay with the symbolism. And it's the younger black folks that's like, no, we kind of had that. We good with that. It got us nothing. Got us in the history books. We want substance. You can keep your symbolism, with all due respect.
Because her and her boss, the orange one, are upset because she doing miracles and she ain't one of them. Huh? You see where I'm going here? You doing the same thing the white supremacists do. You're not one of us. We can't afford that. We need every black hand on deck. We need very black ideology on deck. We need every black human being on deck. We doing the same thing the crackerocracy is doing. I don't mean white people, I mean right-wing terrorists who are bigots, the crackerocracy. Then I gotta correct their grammar. I think Niger is a place and a river. You mean something different. And so now we gonna turn around and flip the same logic against ourselves? That they doing this orange apparition is upset because a black woman done got in his brain. And she said, if you won't say something, say it in my face. Huh? He said yesterday he looks better than her. In what world? If you dream you look better than her, you better wake up and apologize. Huh? They mad. Because you see, it's one thing for a black man who was Jackie Robinson to be president, but Willie Mays in high heels is on the way.
Willie Mays in high heels. Come on, man. Like I say, once again, that generation seems to be content with more symbolism. And he goes and continues on. He calls out a few rappers like Waka Flocka Flame and Sexy Red, who apparently are Trump endorsers. And he's trying to make it all about staying on code and nothing but identity politics. He did not name one policy, not one piece of real substance, why you should do this, why it makes anything of our best choice. He just made it all about racism and got all of that on those people's minds in that room. There was nothing political about this sermon here. This was a joke. But that's what he has become. All that education and all of this, and you are watering yourself down to just second grade level racism to get black folks riled up about this. This is nonsense. Anybody who fell for this, I'm sorry. Maybe y'all just love the big word Scrabble and all of that stuff Eric Dyson does, but he's a simp to the core. And he showed his ass on CNN last week. And some people, like, they fall in love with that. But these simps, like I say, it was going to be black women was going to be the backbone of this campaign, and the simps were going to be the males that are pushing this. Because most real black dudes, unless they following their wife, I don't know too many real dudes that's following around, running around talking about sisterhood. And he was talking about black sisterhood as if he was a black woman himself. This dude is out of his mind. He wrote a whole love note. This is for the round-the-way girls. And I'm like, yeah, it's enough, man. Y'all can't be buying this still. Let me know what y'all think, man. Michael Eric Dyson, his political sermon to Black America.